Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IWN YouTube channel. This is your AAA and Fox episode 18, May the 16th, 2026. Watch along results. Thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if y'all new, and share the stream. Let's get as much people in here as we can tonight. This is going to be a solid show tonight. It's going to be a solid B show. I already looked at the card. My prediction is that it's going to be a solid B show, like I said. So the card for tonight, we got NGD versus Tokyo Bad Boys versus Iguana and La Parka versus Money Machine. This is a fatal four-way tag rules. This is all chaos, no downtime. And then we got Galeno, Del Mal, Wagner Jr.'s brother, going up against Chris Carter and Drago. Now, then we have Aerostar versus El Fiscal Aerostar and El Fiscal versus the Creed brothers. So it's basically WWE versus Lucha Libre at this point. So at the very, very end of the watch along, we'll also be going over my overall thoughts of Great on AA and Fox, episode 18. Now, the question is, will AAA actually hit that solid B like I predicted? Or will they choke tonight? Will it end up being a mid-show tonight? We'll have to see. We're going to go over the full lineup for AA and Fox 19 after we go over my overall thoughts and grade, the ups and downs, and everything else. We're also going to go over last night's mid-garbage episode of SmackDown. More like Crackdown to me, to be honest. And I got all the receipts to prove it. Going to go over the ups and downs coming out of that show, the good and the bad parts. I pretty much have all that information in the description, but I'm still going to go over it anyway. It's going to be different than all the information I have right now in the description. It's not going to really be the same. Yeah, we're going to go over the ups and downs, good, bad parts of SmackDown, and why they're creative booking and writing. And the roster needs to change. And then we'll set the record straight. We're going to go over SmackDown first and then go over the AAA episode tonight. I will be posting the YouTube schedule tomorrow afternoon. I should be able to go back live for Raw now, but we'll see. Right now, the card for Monday Night Raw is not looking too good, so. And yet, they've been producing 8 straight weeks of television until last week. We ended up, for the first time in a long time, we ended up getting a mid-episode of Raw. Unfortunately. We all know who to blame for that is. Obviously, the Triple H administration and TKO. Anyways. Go ahead and pull up AAA, and we'll go ahead and enjoy the show tonight. It's gonna be a solid banger of a show tonight, man. Card looks better than the card we got for Raw and SmackDown this week. Undertaker is booking these AA shows better than the Triple H administration and TKO. We all know the Undertaker is the person behind booking this stuff, booking these matches and stuff. Considering he used to be a wrestler himself, he's one of the all-time greats. He's a Hall of Famer. I don't know why you would not want to have Undertaker book a show. He's been there and done all that. Go ahead and get these earbuds on. Gonna be giving y'all my live reactions and commentary as well. It's not gonna be as much, but it'll be, I'm sure, for some of y'all. Because not everybody's been into my watch along since I've been coming back. Because you know I had that 3-4 day hiatus from streaming and stuff. Since I've been gone, man, since I come back, not too many people have been tuning in. I've been getting a lot of likes on my posts, related to wrestling, about shows and when they're airing and when I'm going live and stuff. That's why I tell y'all, make sure you have the notifications so that way you'll be notified when the stream goes live when it actually starts. Okay, so it looks like AAA has already started. So we're going to go to the match that's starting AAA round, which is the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match with, Tokyo Boys, Money Machine, all of them. The guys that I just named that's in that match. I got to turn on this Bluetooth. My earbuds hooked up here. I can start the commentating and live reactions. All right, earbuds connected. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. And another good thing about it is that they got a bigger crowd, unlike Evolve and NXT. My WWE TV ranking list right now is that I currently have Monday Night Raw as number 1, AAA number 2, NXT number 3, Evolve number 4, and SmackDown number 5. SmackDown and Evolve are the worst shows this year, in my opinion. The best shows of this year right now are Monday Night Raw and AAA. Those are my two favorite shows. Those are the two best shows of this year. Despite Monday Night Raw giving us for the first time in a long time. I mean, I wasn't too shocked. I mean, the card didn't even look that good, so I wasn't too surprised. We did a solid episode of NXT for the first time in a long time. Most of their shows be mid. Most of Monday Night Raw be solid shows. Same with SmackDown in terms of mid shows. Yeah, we get mid shows on NXT and SmackDown every week, almost. Monday Night Raw and AAA, we get solid shows every week. And Evolve, sometimes their weeks are solid. Other weeks, their shows are just mid. I wouldn't say boring. The only show that was boring this week really was SmackDown. Monday Night Raw wasn't boring, but it was just mid garbage. We got Money Machine coming out. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up, man, because I don't see no likes on the stream. So make sure y'all share the watch along to all social media platforms. Let everybody know I'm live watching the AAA episode 18. Streaming live on WWE's YouTube channel. My watch along is live on streaming YouTube. We got this fatal four-way tag match starting off the show. It's already started, and it probably already ended too. Nah, it's still going. This show started way before I came live. Bro, this is about to steal the show tonight. It's gonna be a highlight match of the night. Watch. Mark my words. I'm telling you. I made a prediction that this was gonna be match highlight of the night on Twitter, X, user community tab, and Facebook news feed. If y'all haven't seen the posters yet. We got NGD tag team in the ring. Got two of the youngest luchadors here in the ring. They don't look young to me, but I just said what I said. So. We got La Parka. La Parka will be teaming with Iguana. It'll be the first time I've seen these guys team up. The fans are going crazy, man. With La Parka. Iguana's about to come out. They still talking Cinco de Mayo. Oh, good God, no, JBL, stop. You ain't speaking Spanish right. Stop it, please. Please don't ruin the vibe of the show videos. We've been trying to speak Spanish. All right. Let's see how much of a solid banger this fatal four-way tag match actually was tonight. We got Money Machine. We got one of the members of Money Machine and NGD starting off this fatal four-way tag match. Uh-oh. AAA's got a pretty good tag division, man. They got a better tag division than Raw and SmackDown. They got a better tag division than the main roster. The fact that they do should be an embarrassment to Raw and the SmackDown tag team division. You know that the administration TKO doesn't care about their Raw and SmackDown tag team division. Iguana and La Parka is legal. Uh-oh. Massive super kick by one of the members of NGD. What in the world? Who just tagged themselves? One of the members of Tokyo Boys just tagged themselves in. The Tokyo Bad Boys. I had got a like from one of those guys on Twitter X before the show went on the air. You know, because I was tweeting out that I was going live soon. Yeah, Nobu was the one I got a like from on Twitter X. It was him that liked the tweet. Oh yeah, he definitely gotta have eyes in the back of the head, man. I mean, that's no question about that. Definitely. What we got going on? Uh-oh. Iguana's tagged in. Here he goes. One of the AAA legends here. He did a Hurricane Rana, and wow, he just spiked Takuna with that move. That was a wonderful crucifix driver from Iguana to Ghana, or Takuna. There comes the Parker. Hmm. Oh, there it goes. Backbreaker and a drop kick. Backbreaker and drop kick by La Parka. La Parka's rolling tonight. La Parka is rolling, man. Uh-oh. What the heck? Oh, Noku just pulled La Parka just to try to distract him so Takuma can get the advantage. And look at that. A tornado DDT from Takuma. That looked amazing. Wow. Holy hell, dude. Wow, this fatal four-way tag match has been something tonight, man. Man, I wasn't lying, was I? I guess my prediction about which match was going to be match highlight of the night came true. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What we got going on here? NGD just stomping on the Parker. They said, we ain't having it. We're going to make sure Iguana and La Parka ain't winning this match tonight. By taking La Parka out first. I like that strategy. Money Machine now tagged in, putting down NGD. NGD barely even went down. Oh. They both were still standing. They dropped kick did nothing. So we'll see there and moonsault by Money Machine. Backbreaker. Another door backbreaker. Clothing clone. Team NGD kicks out. What the world is that? Oh, good goodness. This guy going crazy tonight. A moonsault by La Parka. Tokyo Boys. Money Mr. Tokyo. Money Machine and one of the members of MDG got taken out by La Parka with that moonsault. Oh, what was that by Iguana? Oh yeah, Shining Wizard. That's exactly what that was. I knew I kind of recognized that move. It just didn't come to mind. Suplex from Noku. You imagine Tokyo Bad Boys win this match? This would probably be the biggest win of their career on AAA. Imagine them getting a tag team title shot. Uh-oh. Takuma just got put down by one. Iguana's going to use the lizard to his advantage. And one of the members of NGD said, no, we're not gonna let you do that. No, I'm taking myself in. There's La Parka. They're going to attack La Parka again. And Iguana gets tagged back in again. Oh! Iguana hit the Iguana for the win. Kick out. A kick out. Oh. Iguana with a Hurricane Rana outside the ring. And springboard crossbody by La Parka. Uh-oh. La Parka's finna put this away. He's finna put it away. The boom breaker. And La Parka and Iguana wins this fatal four-way tag. Wow, this fatal four-way tag match was something, man. I never thought we would see the unknown team of Iguana and La Parka. The unusual team. Tag team division continues to heat up, y'all. Uh-oh. The Viking Raiders is about, dude, the Viking Raiders are about to come out. Wow, they is putting down this whole team. They putting down all these teams. They just put down the Tokyo Boys and the NGD. Biker Raiders. Damn, he said bad move, terrible decision. That was funny how Noku just hit that chop. He just hit a chop in the back of Eric. Didn't even affect him. Didn't even phase him, man. It was unaffected. It was just a chop. It didn't even hurt. It made Eric look like a beast though, taking it. Eric and I are making a statement tonight. Michael Raiders standing tall after this fan four-way tag match. Iguana and La Parka got the hell out of there. Wait, they probably attacked La Parka and Iguana before they came out. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Oh, the War Raiders get the rematch for Galeno and no chill. Yes, right in Mexico. That's on May the 30th, I believe. Triple A returns to the Mexico City for more action. I think I'm gonna go live for Raw and landscape mode because I'm gonna go live in portrait mode and I'm gonna because when I when, way before I took those days off, people have been tuning in. And I was in portrait mode. But now I'm with the pace now, so it's coming back. Oh, we got more of Ray Phoenix and Dorado talking to each other. I got a video package of Ray Phoenix talking to Dorado Kid. Huh? Wonder why it would be doing that. I wonder why it would be doing that. I wonder why it would be doing that. Galeno, Wagner Jr.'s brother, is out. He's also. He's the son of Dr. Wagner, Dr. Legendary, or he's the son of legendary Dr. Wagner Jr. These guys are not going to be able to put him down. As short as these guys are in the room, he's the son of the legendary Dr. Wagner Jr. And Rosie Marino. Here we go. Let's see what this guy can do, man. Let's see what Wagner Jr.'s brother can do. El Hijo Wagner Jr. He just closed line with Drago and Chris Carter. Dang. Dang. Drago and Chris Carter could barely do anything. Just toss Chris Carter like trash. He kind of like Big Show size. Doing no this. Yeah, let's see almost put down him. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh, what a splash by Galeno. Uh-oh. Oh, monsters came out. Drago is a little guy. Man, Chris Carter and Drago got put down. No, like they were nothing to Galeno. Actually, y'all hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, y'all know. I'm still here. Galeno wins his AAA debut. Drago and Chris both victimized by the Galeno special. Galeno forced to be working with for sure, man. Tempers continue to flare between Glamour and Raina Durenas. It was checking and then we got appearance of Lola Vice, someone that Catalina is a lot like. Should have been a protege of Lola Vice. I would not be the protege of Stephanie, right? Stephanie is always great at what she does in the ring. Stephanie Becker. Hey, you imagine if Stephanie Becker made her debut tonight, man? She just said Primera on AAA. Now people are going to be thinking with that, Lena called out Stephanie. Well, she is the first. But that's not the case. They're actually talking about Las Toxicas. In fact, she went Flammer, Lahedra, Visa. Oh, we got a 6 women's tag team action in No Tuesday. Run this. We did. What you did was run this. So I think what you did was run this is a pretty wild event. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, though, on May the 30th. Uh-oh. We got a main event match between Aerostar and Fiscal and the Creed brothers. It's going to be something, man. We got Aerostar and El Fiscal versus the Creek Brothers, and the Creek Brothers are already taking it to these guys. They say, oh, we're not going to give these guys the advantage in this match. We're going to have the advantage first. This is WWE versus Lucha Libre right here. We got Aerostar being typed in. Here we go. Oh. Armbuster by El Fiscal to Brodus Creed. Again, we got El Fiscal throwing Aerostar to Brodus Creed. That was a splash by Aerostar. So what happened was El Fiscal threw Aerostar to Brodus Creed to make it look like a splash. And then Brodus Creed kicked out from the splash. Uh-oh, German suplex. Julius Creed. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Here goes Aerostar. Ooh, they got caught by both the Creed brothers. Oh, man, this is crazy. Uh-oh, El Fiscal checking on the condition of his partner. And he just pushed El Fiscal. Oh, that pounced El Fiscal. You're right, man. He's down. You see the chiropractor. Why did he say that? Rey Mysterio, man. That's a Rey Mysterio, something else on commentary, dude. Imagine a little guy making big guys laugh. That's what I call Rey Mysterio, Little Nico. I think that's where Kendall Gray got half her training from, the Creed brothers. God, he said over there, Ronnie Americano, he's a sugar himself. Darn, he put Aerostar to the canvas like, hell, man, that was crazy. Like hell on earth. We got El Fiscal and Aerostar versus the Creed brothers in our main event tonight to close out AAA Lucha Libre episode 18. Mm. That double leg almost knocked the crap out of that guy. You got getting a double team by the Crebo is no. Aerostar went that way, and he tagged in El Fiscal. Fiscal, here he goes. Here goes Fiscal, man. Fiscal starting to roll, man. Oh, here he goes. And a splash to Brodus and Julius Creed. Fiscal, he just took his top off. He was about, I think he was about to go for a power drive. Yeah, Brodus, he saved Julius all right. Uh-oh. El Fisco's diving, and that's another splash to the Creed brothers, only this time outside the rim on the concrete. Uh-oh. Aerostar's next. Cannonball off the top rope, off the top middle rope. Wow. That was amazing. That cannonball was amazing by Aerostar. That was a banger over cannonball right there. This match is going crazy right now, man, because of El Fisco and Aerostar. Boom! Brodus just, or Julius Creed just caught him. And a power bomb by Brodus Creed. And now he's going for the ankle lock. Oh, dang. The Creed brothers just won. And now they're beating up. Now Brodus and Julius Creed are beating up Aerostar. Is El Fisco going to jump in? Uh-oh. El Fisco just got thrown out the ring. Oh, man. They are applying the ankle lock even more to Aerostar. He's tapping out. Uh-oh. Ryan Bravo making the save to Aerostar. Did Corey Graves just say Fiscal by mistake? Yeah, he did. I heard it. Oh no, it's the original Iguana Americano. Well, now the original Americano's in there with the Creed brothers putting down Ryan Bravo. Tables have turned, man. Where's the fake Americano? Oh, uh-oh. There's the fake Americano. Oh, Mario came back in the ring just in time. Los Americanos standing tall. Yeah, that really ain't the Louis Kaiser is not the real Americano. The OG one is the one Jack Gable's portraying as. Jamie Hill is right though. Louis Kaiser says he's a phenomenon, Shorty. He calls him Shorty. I swear this match it's not only going to be for the mass. This match is gonna be for the he said it's gonna be for the Mexican people, and he said what else did he say? He said it's gonna be for Andre. It's gonna be for history, for our culture, and for our legacy. That's what the other Americano said in the moment. He said, Shorty, listen to me very carefully. At our night four, Sundays in Montier. He says, I am going to bury you in that mask. That doesn't correspond. It doesn't correspond because there's only one. Is and always will be. Next. The contract is signed May the 30th. In the mask versus mask match, we got the OG versus the fake Americano. And it ends with most Americanos in standing tall in the ring, and the original Americano and Brothers Creed standing tall outside the ring. Pretty solid show tonight, man. It's better than Raw and SmackDown this week. It did slightly better than NXT. NXT is actually behind AA this week. NXT delivered a solid show this week as well, which I was actually shocked because usually their shows are mid, and so is SmackDown. Anyways, when I come back, folks, I'm gonna step away for a while. But when I come back, I'm gonna go over my overall thoughts and grade, the ups and downs, and much more. But before we go over my overall thoughts and grade on AAA episode 18, we are first going to go over what went down on last night's SmackDown. Go over my overall thoughts and grades on that show. course, we're going to go over the good and the bad from AAA, how AA keeps the momentum going and all that. And then for SmackDown, the ups and downs and the good and bad parts, and why creative booking and writing and the roster needs to change. It's going to be interesting. So if y'all want to hear all that, man, tune in. I'll be back after a while, folks. Stay and enjoy the background music. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, I'm back. Hope y'all enjoyed AA on Fox tonight. I mean, I did. Man, it wasn't mid, it wasn't terrible, and it wasn't good either, but it was a solid B show for what it was. I predicted that it was going to be a solid B show. That's exactly what it ended up being tonight. Right after AAA on Fox went off the air, I lost a subscriber. Then before I came back, I ended up gaining back a new subscriber, which was weird. I lost a subscriber and then I ended up gaining a new subscriber. Very, very strange. So we're back at 926 subscribers again for the second time. All right, let's go ahead and go over my overall thoughts and grade on last night's SmackDown first before we even go any further going over what went down on this show, on the other show. I'm talking about tonight's AAA. We'll go over AA last. We're going to go over SmackDown first. Because I really want to get this off my chest and get this out the way. Because I feel like y'all want to hear all of this in person. I posted it on my YouTube community tab. And I'm going to bring it up here since I brought it up on my YouTube community tab. Yes, everything I posted on my YouTube community tab about SmackDown last night was true. About SmackDown last Friday night. SmackDown season 28, episode 20 was a very, very mid-low C- show. It was not that good of a show. I seen the video clips. I'm honest. If the show's not, if I look at the card and the card doesn't look good, you know the card's not going to do good. If the card looks good, yes, the show's going to do good. But sometimes you have to determine the grade when you look at the card. You have to determine what's going to be the real best highlights of the night and what's going to be the lowest match of the night. You know what I'm saying? That's like going over the highs and lows. You know what I mean? The good and bad part. Now, like I said, I'm going to start with my overall thoughts and grade on SmackDown. So, like I said, I watched all the clips on YouTube coming out of it last night. And I was right again. Might as well say I'm always right when it comes to wrestling now. I was right again about SmackDown. Outside of Julia, Kiana James, and that banger match between Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints, the rest of the show was complete mid-garbage. It was a waste of 3 hours. I'm glad I didn't even watch a full 3-hour show on Netflix International. Good thing I didn't have my subscription renewed yet. Trick Williams special celebration felt like filler. Miz versus Trick Williams had no heat at all. Paige and Brie versus Julia and Kiana James had a bright spot with Julia, Kiana, but it still dragged. It still dragged, man. In the sad worst way ever. Sign on the dotted line was just talk. Really. Priest versus Tomatonga slowed to a crawl and was mid. Zayn's backstage segment with Gargano. I questioned that when I saw that video clip of that because Zayn was right about everything, but I look at it as WWE tried to make him sound like he was whining, like a baby. Then we got Michin and B-Fab versus Charlotte Flair and Bliss. That match was just awful. I seen it. Dude, I about wanted to say my prayers, man, for this match because I'm telling you, this match was awful. It was god awful. It was bad. Big Fat looked lost in this match. Like she didn't even know what she was supposed to be doing. And the DQ finish sucked. The main event, Gunther versus Royce Keys. I question why this match even happened. Royce Keys doesn't have anything to do with the Cody Rhodes and Gunther feud. So why book the match? He shouldn't even be in the feud. Keys has nothing to do with the Cody Rhodes and Gunther feud, like I said. No reason. 0 cents. This, I can tell 100, 1000% that this was lazy booking by WWE once again. And the Dan Housen stuff was garbage too. It was not good. Okay. SmackDown got to do better with their shows, man. Their creative writing and booking has to change. The show's going to get worse and worse if they don't change the writing and creative and the booking. And if they don't make changes to their SmackDown women's and men's roster. They need to find ways to better these shows because this is not it. This is not 2022 AEW anymore, man. This Dan Housen gimmick is dead, dude. WWE is wasting time on it. It is embarrassing. It is. This show sucks. Honest to God truth. And I'm not even going to say it loud. Because I know it, and everybody that's subscribed to my channel knows it. And all my Twitter X wrestling followers know it too. Well, we're going to move on to going over to AA on Fox, episode 18. Now, this show was a different story. NXT, might as well say NXT and AA did better than Raw and SmackDown this week. That's embarrassing for Raw and SmackDown. They got to get with the program, man. They really do. If they want to be back up. And why in the world would you have Brie Bella and Paige booked for Monday Night Raw? Oh, with Femi, obviously, it's only the best thing coming out of the card for next week's Raw. More matches be announced, I'm sure. More things. Can't wait to freaking see. As long as there's some excitement and hype. Jeez Louise, man. Well, yeah. Only 2 matches worth watching. Worth watching. Coming out of the WWE clips, coming out of that SmackDown episode. 2 freaking matches, man. That should tell you everything you need to know about the fact that the administration and TKO does not care about what they've given the fans. Hell, they don't even care about the fans themselves. Only 2 matches and the rest was trash. That's all I'm going to say from there. I'm finished. We're going to go over the ups and downs coming out of SmackDown. I'm going to be real about the ups coming out of SmackDown. Season 28, episode 20. I'm going to say it anyway, no matter who's here. My notes got reloaded. Hold on, I gotta pull my notes from SmackDown back up. Hold up. There we go. Okay, so the ups coming out of this SmackDown season 28, episode 20. I'm gonna be real with y'all. There was not much went right. But you know what? I do gotta give credit where it's due in terms of Julia and Kiana James, because they, in my opinion, 1000% from watching their match against Paige and Bree, they carried their tag match, even with Paige and Bree dragging it down. Julia looks like a star, and Kiana is getting better every week. That's a win for Julia and Kiana. That's an L for Paige and Bree. As far as bringing the match down. Carmelo Hayes versus Ricky Saints. Listen. Remember when I said it was a banger of a match? This was easily the match of the night for that episode. You know, this was the first time ever. This was the first time ever match in the ring. Instant chemistry. Crowd was into Melo's offense. Saints played the perfect heel. That's the kind of match that should be closing the show, not opening. Sami Zayn said exactly what needed to be said backstage with Johnny Gargano. Everything out his mouth was facts. Dode wants you to think he's complaining, but he's just telling the truth about how they booked this show. Gunther and Royce Keys actually had a decent physical match. Even though it wasn't enough for me to grade SmackDown from a C- to a B-. Keys proved he belongs in the main event spot. He didn't look out of place at all. And that's about it for positives. There's a whole bunch of downs we need to talk about. We need to go over. Whole bunch of downs coming out of this show. It's a long list, too. That's how you know the show was fucking terrible. Especially with the long list of shit that I'm about to go over right now. Trick Williams special celebration. Pointless. Waste of time. I mean, what else you want me to say? What else y'all want me to say? For real. Miz versus Trick. No stakes, no energy, no excitement, nothing. Nobody cared. Nobody cared, man. Good thing nobody cared. That's when it comes to the administration and TKO fucking something up all the time. The sign on the dotted line segments are played out and added nothing. Damian Priest versus Tama Tonga started hot, then fell apart. Slowed down for no reason. The crowd was absolutely dead. I can hear like a pin drop, crickets in the crowd watching the video clip of that match. No. South of Heavens for the win, and MFTs jump him after. We've seen it 100 times. The MFTs are dead, dude. There's nothing else you can do with them. Creative plan. Hell, WWE probably doesn't have creative plans for the MFTs. Might as well split them up, dude. Might as well just have the MFTs break up and go their separate ways as solo competitors. That way Solo can get back to being a solo wrestler as well as Tama Tonga. And Coolio. What else was I gonna say? Oh, Micha and B-Fab versus Charlotte Flair Bliss. Like I said, boring, awful, disaster. B-Fab, she's not on the same level as those three. And it showed. Clunky pace, weird commercial break where they all just pretty much stood there. DQ finish with Jade Cargill. This was awful booking, no question about it, 100%. The main event, Gunther versus Royce Keys. Literally no reason for Keys to be involved, even though this was a fine match. I was going to say an okay match, but it's a fine match for what it was. But seriously, there's no reason for Keys to be involved in this Cody Gunther feud. It just makes, like I said earlier, it just makes zero sense. It's lazy panic booking to fill 3 hours. And as far as the downs goes, as far as the end of the downs goes, this show felt like a throwaway episode before the next premium live event. And most of this roster got nothing to do, and Triple H Creative has no plans. It's very bad for SmackDown, man. And that's gonna do it for the SmackDown ups and downs. Let's go over the good and bad parts. Julia and Kayana, future of this women's division. They make a big tag match watchable. Julia's strikes and Kayana's confidence growing. That's something to build on. And like I said, that match between Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints was excellent. They proved the point. Enough said. You got the hard-hitting, smart counters, rope trick finish. That's how you make a new feud feel important. Yeah. So the bad, everything else was a problem. We went over how much of a disaster Trick Williams' segments were, but they also felt forced. He was over, but the creative has no direction. And I hope to God they kick Louis Yachty off TV because Trick doesn't need him. What does he need Louis Yachty for? That's what I want to know. I really don't understand. He's just only getting in the way of Trick's success. WWE, and honestly, this falls on WWE and administration, man. They the ones that came up with this decision to have Little Yachty with Trick Williams. You know what I'm saying? This all falls on the administration and TKO. It's probably more than likely a TKO decision. No telling. Even the Miz Trick Williams match was cold. Paige and Bree. I have something else to say about Paige and Bree, like I did with Trick and the Carmelo Hayes versus Ricky Saints match and Julian King out James. Something else about Paige and Bree that I've seen, that I noticed. I noticed that they are taking TV time from the current roster. They should not be doing that. And this all falls on the administration and TKO. This is their fault that they're letting them do this. And it's probably their decision, too. Nostalgia pops don't help long term. Grace and Tama Tonga was just there. Like I said, no story, no heat, no nothing. Match died halfway through. But I tell you one thing, this women's tag match, man, this exposed B-Fab for sure. We already went over the DQ finish, so I ain't even gonna repeat that. Honestly, the Jay Charlotte stare down, however, was the only thing they actually cared about. Main event booking is obviously malpractice. I question whether Royce Keys versus Gunther also was the number one contendership because Keys isn't in the title picture and should be. Not yet, anyway. It devalues Cody and Gunther feud, wastes 20 minutes, and yeah. One thing I just want to make clear before I go over why the creative and booking, writing, and the roster needs to change. The 3 hour SmackDowns with this little substance are killing Fridays. It really is. Something needs to be done. This is absolutely ridiculous. Shouldn't have to be dealing with this every Friday night. The wrestling community does not deserve to sit through mid-garbage shows every Friday. I don't even deserve to sit through garbage shows. Not even the wrestling YouTube content creators. I myself and others. There are some YouTube content creators that actually praised the show last Friday night. Well, good for them. I'm not them. Why donate creative booking, writing, and the roster need to change? Look, I've been saying this for months, okay? T28, episode 20, proved it again. It proved that I was right. Again. Donate creative on the Triple H, TKO, whoever's in charge of these scripts, man. Telling you. It seems like every Friday nights they are cooking mid-garbage. I mean, it's the truth. It's nothing but the truth, man. I'm not even trying to shit all over the show. I'm just giving truth. I care about the shows. I want the shows to be better. That's why I do what I do on my YouTube channel. That's why I always spit facts all the time. And tell the truth when it comes to wrestling. Do I want NXT and SmackDown to be successful? Yes. Do I want Raw and AA to be successful? Yes. Well, Raw and AA has been successful this year. Those are the two best shows of this year. Those are two of my favorite shows. I put Raw as number one on my WWE brand ranking list, and AA is number two for a reason. Do I want Evolve to succeed? Yes. Of course I do. I want all the brands that are not doing good to succeed. Now, number one, the creative and booking problems, man. No long-term stories. Everything is week-to-week panic booking. And Royce Keys in a no one contenders match was going out of nowhere. It's just lazy. 3 hours is killing the show. Not enough roster depth, provide or ideas to fill it. Women's division is mismanaged. They push you for telling the truth. And then you got these part-timers and legends over current roster. The creative booking problems is not going anywhere. It's still ongoing. That's why I say it needs to change. It needs to get better. It needs an improvement, man. I mean, can you blame the audience for being dead silent on a mid SmackDown? I mean, really? I don't blame them. Roster problems is another thing, man. The men's side outside of Cody, Gunther, Orton, Drew is dying. Who's next? Who's really next, y'all? They haven't built anyone. Royce Keys looked good, but he was throwing it with no build. Tonga. The MFTs, same thing every week. No evolution. Women's side has talent. They keep forcing BFAT. Meanwhile, Julian and Keanu James should be in title feuds, should be winning. Hell, they should already be the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. But instead, they're in 6 women tags with DQ finishes. Who's to blame? Obviously, the answer, that's an easy answer because I've mentioned this about 2-3 times on the stream. Obviously, the Triple H administration, TKO and WWE Creative, all of them. That green light, these 3-hour shows with no plan, no stakes, waste the roster until they actually change the philosophy. Friday stagnated me at this point. And I just want to set the record straight before we go over my overall thoughts and grade on AAA episode 18. We're going to go over the card for AAA episode 19. Only one match has been announced. It's the same match we've seen last month, actually. And it's for Laredo Kids WAAA Latin American Cruiserweight Championship. So let's go ahead and set the record straight on what needs to happen for season 28, episode 21. If WWE wants to fix SmackDown, season 28, episode 21, if they want to give us better shows, I think this right here is the blueprint. What I'm about to say is about to get serious. No excuses. Cut the filler. No more special shows, celebrations, or 15-minute talk segments that lead to nothing. 3 hours means this is different now. This is not repetitive. I'm not repeating. 3 hours means every segment needs a purpose. Pay off Zayn's promo. If he's right, book him like it. Book him like it. Give him a real story. Not just backstage complaints. He versus Gunther or a MFT would be, I don't know if it'd be money, but it'd be solid. It'd probably be solid or mid for what it is, but get him something. Seriously. I love to see Gunther versus Sami Zayn, though. That'd be a hell of a match. At least I'll give Gunther something to do on SmackDown, somebody to feud with. I have yet to see Sami Zayn versus Gunther, honestly. Push the right woman. Julia, Keanu James versus Jade Cargill and Charlotte in a real. Like I said, no DQ. This is a new thing right here. Let the new generation cook, man. And you need to keep B-Fab off TV until she's ready. Because as of right now, she's not. You gotta stop the random main events as well. Tonga versus Shinsuke Nakamura for this upcoming episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Okay. But it needs stakes. Winner gets Cody. Winner faces Gunther. Something. No more empty matches. You've got to use your stars. Cody, Orton, Drew, Rhea, Gunther, Solo, Jay Cargill are all advertised. Put them in real angles, not just backstage cameos. You got to end the show with heat. No more Gunther versus Royce Keys main events with no build. You got to have build. Gunther and Royce Keys has to be feuding at least. Royce Keys shouldn't even be involved in this Cody and Gunther feud. That's why I said he should have been booked in a match or something. Should have been booked in a match. And no, we do not need to see Royce Keys joining the MFTs. The MFT shit is dead. Royce Keys, they need to have Royce Keys stay as a solo competitor. We don't need him pairing up with MFTs. No. That's not what anybody asks for. That's not what anybody wants. Now, here's the thing. They honestly, like seriously, they honestly need to end the show with heat. End the show with heat, man. No more Gunther versus Royce Keys. Like I said. If Gunther's going over, have Cody confront him to set up the pre-line event. If not, shock us. No more Gunther versus Royce Keys again. Like I said, no more of that main event stuff with no build. If Gunther's going over, you gotta, like, you really, really seriously gotta have him confront him. Look like you want people to tune in next week. Because right now, SmackDown is just nothing more than a recap show. We already went over the card for next week's SmackDown, or for this upcoming week's SmackDown, so we ain't got to worry about that. But no other matches have been announced yet outside of Tala Tonga versus Shinsuke Nakamura and, of course, Cody, Orton, McIntyre, Solo Sikoa, and Jay Cardone, and Gunther, and Rhea Ripley being advertised. Well, I had to say it again anyway because I said I wasn't, but then I am. Here I am repeating. But anyways, no other matches announced yet. Knowing WWE, they'll add a women's match, maybe a tag, and some backstage segment to hit 3 hours. If Cody, Rhea, and Orton are there, like if Orton makes his return and everything, they need to use them. And I will break it down this upcoming Friday afternoon as far as going over my Friday Night SmackDown thought and grade predictions. Once the card's official. All right. Moving on to going over, finally moving on from that. Thank God. Because I really wanted to get that off my chest and get it out of the way. Okay. Let's go over my overall thoughts and grade on AAA on Fox, episode 18. This was a hell of a solid show. They opened up with the Fatal 4-Way tag. Mr. Iguana, La Parka versus NGD versus Tokyo Bad Boys versus Money Machine. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. It's tough to be impactful when you see NGD out there after what the third man of their trio did to my number one favorite WWE female superstar, former WWE World Women's Heavyweight Champion, or former WWE World Women's Champion. Excuse me. La Primera, Chilean Luchador, Dark Angel. The first Chilean female professional wrestler in WWE. Stephanie Beckett. The Señorita Bonita, Stephanie Beckett. That's what Miles Bourne should be saying to her. Something Miles Bourne needs to be saying to his wife. He hadn't said it by now. But yeah, Seriously, impartial when you see NGD out there after what the third man of their trio did to Stephanie and got sentenced for. That's real life. But in the ring, match was pure chaos in the best way. All four teams went hard. Sanson, Gara starting off hot. Forastero, Lata with the cross bodies. Takuma hitting that top rope move. Iguana and La Parka with the hilo and drop kicks. Tokyo Boys double teaming Tornado DDT on Parker. NGD trying to bully La Parka with suplexes and stomps pretty much. Money Machine sending NGD outside for the dives. And everybody diving. Yiska in the ring helping Iguana. That was wild. That really was. Brainbuster. So Iguana got two. Iguana fires up. Rana on the floor. Parker hits the bone breaker and gets the 3. And that's it. Match delivered. Solid B+. Like I said it would be. Wasn't lying. That was a solid B+ fatal 4-way. Fatal 4-way right there, man. No, don't worry. I'm not talking in my sleep, y'all, because my eyes are still open. If I was talking in my sleep, my eyes would be closed and I'd be snoring. Snort talk. Second match. I'll be talking and dreaming. You know, I've had those bad dreams my entire life, man, since I was a kid. And matter of fact, might as well say ever since I was born. Second match is Wagner Jr.'s brother, Galeno Del Mal versus Chris Carter and Drago. This was Galeno's in-ring debut as the brother of El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. Carter and Drago tried to jump him early. Didn't work. Ray said he's never seen a handicap match in Mexico. Oh, really? You didn't tell me you're Hispanic and you never seen a handicap match in Mexico. Damn. I think he was making that up. I don't think he was actually serious. I think he was joking. Yep. That's what I think. I seriously think he was joking, though. Not making that up. Yeah. I was just shocked that he said that on commentary. I mean, it kind of took me by surprise. It really did. I had to pause, man, because of like, what? Rey Mysterio never seen a handicap match in Mexico, man? Damn. It showed. Galeno throwing one dude into the other was fun. It was fun as hell, man. And Carter got lunged into the corner. Drago got uppercutted to the floor. You got the Nigerian giant, Omos, standing tall on the stage watching Galeno. That's a big visual. That's a big visual. And Galeno caught Drago, drove him into the mat, and then he pretty much covered both Drago and Carter for 3. Dominant debut either way. This was a solid B- match. Galeno looked like a killer. Not in a bad way either. People need to get their minds out of the gutter sometimes. When they be thinking too highly, too negative. Aerostar and El Fiscal versus Brodus and Julius Creed. This was our main event match for AAA episode 18. Aerostar, man, the team of Aerostar and El Fiscal, man, this wasn't bad, man. But it was also confusing out of the gate because somebody or someone decided that the Creeds should wear masks a couple days after those shows were taped. Now, let's be honest. They need to make that shit make sense for it. Ray put over Fiscal. He put over Fiscal, saying he reminds him of his father, Abismo, who broke in the same time Ray did. That's history. JBL was all over the Creeds, amateur credentials. They showed it. Aerostar pushed the pace early, got suplexed off his boots. The Creeds powerbombed Aerostar on the apron. Brutal. Then you got Brutus sent Fiscal into the barricade, back in the ring. Aerostar finally tagged Fiscal. Fiscal splashes the Creeds on the outside, and then Aerostar hits his dive. Crowd went up. Back in powerbomb on Aerostar. Leads to the ankle lock, and Aerostar taps. Fiscal tried to break it up, but the Creeds went to break Aerostar's ankle before Rayo and Bravo Americano ran in for the save, and then OG Americano comes in to make it uneven again. Now, the Creed brothers hold Bravo for the beatdown. They teased unmasking Bravo. I'm not going to lie. That had the community on edge, man. Some of the people in the community were mentioning this. It had me thinking, well, I mean, I'm not going to say it had me thinking, but I mean, it had me a little surprised that they were going to unmask him, but it didn't really happen because the fake Americano came and made the save. Oh, they calling him Nevo Americano now? So he made the save and he attacked the Creeds. I call him the fake Americano because that is the fake Americano. The real Americano is actually the one with Chad Gable behind the gimmick. Chad Gable's behind that OG Americano gimmick. So the OG is supposed to be him. Nevo keeps calling OG Shorty. See, that's how you know Chad Gable's behind it. Why do you think the fake Americano is calling the OG Americano Shorty? Obviously, Chad Gable used to go by the ring name Shorty G. Back when SmackDown was SmackDown Live. Back when Baron Corbin had that King gimmick. And Roman had new gear and everything. Back when Becky Lynch was a babyface. Believe it or not. I think she was a babyface or she was the man. One of the two. But they promised to bury him and make. They promised to bury him in that match, so there's only one El Grande Americano story to tell. This was a solid B main event to close out the show. Now, the good and the bad. The Fatal 4-Way delivered. Iguana Parka winning was the right call. The match had dives, double teams, interference, near falls, peak lucha chaos. The crowd ate it up. B plus all day. Good number 2. Galeno looked like a star. Debut matches can be awkward, especially handicap matches. Galeno was dumb. I watched the whole match and he was dumb. And throw people around, watching made him feel important. The Dirty XAA crossover working right there, man. Without a doubt. The Creed Brothers, physicality. Say what you want about the mask. But Brothers and Julius beat the holy hell out of Aerostar and made Fiscal's comeback mean something. This match is what I call power versus speed. And the story worked. Story progression. Nevo Americano versus OG Americano is heating up. Shorty line was gold unmatched tees for Bravo at stakes. AAA actually advancing stories on Fox. I called it literally. Solid B prediction before the show even started. And guess what? Solid B grade after the show went off the air. I was right once again, like I was with last night's mid-garbage SmackDown, which we went over already. We went over SmackDown already on this stream. So if you didn't get to hear what I had to say, rewind it. I may have repeated some. Well, yeah, I did repeat some things, but there's a difference between good and bad and ups and downs. I just want y'all to know that. I mean, it may sound the same to y'all, but to me, it's different. I try to make everything different. You know what I mean? And not the same. You know, not repetitive or repeative. I don't want to be repeating myself like 5-6 times. You know what I mean? The bad about this particular episode of AAA was the fact that the NGD situation was 1,000%, well, I'm going to say 100% uncomfortable. Can't ignore real life, especially when you deal with demons in the past. Because I've dealt with that, trust me. That's a real deal there. Everybody would be scared if you have that side. That bad side. Third man sentence for what he did to Stephanie. AAA putting Sanson and Forastero out there without addressing it. It just, I don't know. I want to say it feels off, but I'm just going to say it feels weird. It was hard for the fans to cheer too as well. The Creeds in mask makes no sense. You take the show and then decide they need a mask days later? Are you fucking serious? Listen, continuity matters. Casual Fox viewers are gonna be confused as hell, man. Seriously. Galeno handicap format. Carter and Drago are good. Don't waste them in a 2-on-1 where they're just getting tossed. It's making them look like jobbers and making them look like trash. You got to give Galeno a singles match next time so we see what he can do. Not only does it make Drago and Carter look like jobbers and trash, it makes them look like losers, basically. And basically the same thing. Post match was better than the finish. Trust me, I already had noted that. I already had that in my head to put in my notes before the show went off the air. Post match was better than the finish. Aerostar tapping to an ankle lock was fine, but the real heat was the fake and the OG Americano and Bravo angle. Match should have ended with more, not cut to a set. It was still a solid B show though. No women's matches. The fact that there was no women's matches was a serious problem. AA and Fox needs the women out there. Fox audience wants Lucha Libre as a whole, not just the guys. You got to balance the card, man. You really do. They should make AA 2 hours, man. They really should. Make it at least 1 or 2 hours. That show is too big. The show is too big to be 50 minutes or 40 minutes, however minutes the show has. It's got bigger arenas and bigger Hispanic audience. The shows need to be at least 1 or 2 hours. They need to expand it. They really do. Now, how they keep the momentum for AA and Fox 19? AA, listen, man. You got a solid B show in the books. Please don't fumble it next week. AA and Fox episode 19 is already announced with Ray Phoenix versus Laredo Kid for the AA World Cruiserweight Championship, a match we seen last month. And here we are seeing it again because it's basically a feud and a storyline. So it's okay. As long as it's a feud or a storyline, it's good. If it's not a storyline or a feud, it shouldn't be on television. We're going to be getting another banger. This is basically Ray Phoenix versus Laredo Kid AA World Cruiserweight Championship match number 2. So this is Ray Phoenix versus Laredo Kid number 2 in AA. The first one, Laredo Kid retained. The second one, I might see Ray Phoenix win because at this point, AAA and Fox do need a new AA World Cruiserweight Champion. So I could see Ray Phoenix winning the AA World Cruiserweight Champion. And I think he deserves to be that. I really do. Phoenix versus Dorado is main event level anywhere. The main roster. You really think the Triple H administration TKO is going to believe that if they put that on the main roster and put that on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown? Yeah. Now, AA and Undertaker's eyes, yeah. But this match is your hook. You got to build the rest of the card around it. Follow on the Fate versus the OG Americano. You tease the unmasking. You got Shorty over. Don't go cold. Give us Evo Americano versus OG Americano, or get Bravo in a trios match. Pay it off. And like I said, give Ragnar Jr.'s brother a real match. No more handicaps. Book Galeno versus Drago, or Galeno versus Chris Carter 1-on-1. Or even Omos versus Galeno stare down. I think they should do an Omos Galeno stare down. And it needs to mean something if they're going to do that for AAA or Worlds Collide. Winners from episode 8 get spots Iguana and Parka won. They really need to put them in a title match or a 6-man. Reward the hot act. Same with Money Machine and Tokyo Bad Boys. They showed out tonight. Or last night. This was good. And just the Creed's match situation. Commentary explained it. Creed brothers entering Lucha Libre tradition or something. Only Fox viewers confused. Add women's division. Taya, Lady, Johnny, Glamour, somebody. You got Fox. Showcase the whole roster. Not just half of the roster. Please and thank you. Keep the runtime tight. Episode 18 was paced good. 3 matches, stories, didn't drag. Please do it again. Solid B fucking joke, man. They killed it tonight. And that's AAA and Fox episode 18, man. I told y'all it would be. It was. We got Chaos in the Fatal 4-Way. They start making debut for Galeno in the main event. That's set up the Americana War. And plus, I cooked SmackDown season 28, episode 20. Giving y'all the truth as far as the ups and downs, the goods, the bad, setting the record straight for SmackDown season 28, episode 21. The road to 1,000 subscribers continues, folks. If you rock with the solid B call, if you want AAA covered real every week, smash that subscribe button. Like, comment who you got for Ray Phoenix versus Laredo Kid next Saturday. More to be announced before AAA on Fox, episode 19. We'll be live again next Saturday, same time, same channel. AAA on Fox, WWE versus Lucha Libre. No matter what it is, I'll be here calling it like I see. No bias, no BS. Now, is episode 19 going to be even bigger? We'll have to tune into that show next Saturday and find out. But I'll be giving out my predictions on Twitter X, so be on the lookout for that. I'll explain, I'll go over whether it will be or not on there. I probably would have to put a second tweet answering that question. Because my first tweet, I'll be quoting the lineup for that show. So, quoting my great predictions on the lineup for that show. Well, anyways, y'all, drop your episode 18 grades whenever the AA on Fox 18 May the 16th, 2026 watch along gets processed and posted on the channel. And that's the full wrap, folks. That's a wrap, man. I'm getting out of here. Like I said, went over everything. You can rewind the stream if you didn't get to hear it. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, man, and tuning in to check on me to see, comment and ask me if I'm okay. Even though there haven't really been anybody tuning in since I came back, since I made my return to streaming. I still can't believe that I ended up losing a subscriber and I ended up gaining one back. I mean, this has happened before, but it just kind of took me by surprise. Remember, YouTube schedule will be posted this afternoon. I can't even get the words out of my mouth. And we'll we'll see about a Monday Night Raw watch along tomorrow. If I get some audience in the live chat, if the live people in the live chat can comment and talk, at least don't leave the YouTube live chat dead, y'all. At least comment and say, hey, how you doing, or something, man. Time I start the stream, the live chat is already dead. I need my audience back, man. My bigger audience back. Like I did prior to taking those 3-4 days off from streaming. And y'all need to help me get these views up on these streams too. And hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if y'all new. I am getting off of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, and I might see y'all live for Raw tomorrow. I'm out of here. Take care, y'all.